Oh, what's up with it? What's up with it? What's up, Esmeralda Lara? Football season is over. Now it's time for basketball. Yeah, it is. And unfortunately, we got these sorry ass Heat. What's up, Josh? Made this baseball. Yeah, baseball. Well, college baseball actually start Friday, man, with LSU. LSU played Milwaukee Friday. So college softball is already in effect. College baseball about to start up, man. We still got a little sports, man. What's up, Joe Eagles? What up, Dugas? What's up with it? Got my cousin Kanisha supposed to be coming by for a little bit, man. So I'm waiting on her. I got my door open, so I ain't got to get up. You know what I'm saying? She's supposed to come by and come check on me and holler at me, man. She kind of disappointed about the whole me and Jamal thing, man. What's up, Jaden Barton? What up, Duga? What's up with it? What's up, Florby? What's good, yo? Looks like you doing a normal Q&A. Yeah, normal, man. Y'all shoot at me, bro. Like, I'm gonna do another one tomorrow, but tomorrow one it's gonna be an hour early because I actually got somewhere to be tomorrow evening. But tomorrow's live is gonna be more of a LSU women versus South Carolina women preview. So that's gonna be the main topic tomorrow, LSU South Carolina. But tonight, I mean, we just freestyling with it, man. What's up, Jorge? Zayas? What's good, Brody? What's up with it, man? How y'all doing tonight, man? When is your next Heat stream? Ooh, next the is it next Friday? You know what's funny? I can't stream them tonight because I'm in Louisiana, the game is blacked out. Like because they playing the Pelicans in New Orleans, the Heat Pelicans game is blacked out. I can't watch it. So I'm just gonna chill and probably look at other stuff. I know ESPN got a doubleheader tonight. So yeah, but it's the All-Star break, so the Heat don't play again till I think next Friday. So Heat and Hawks, I think it is next Friday. So this is the last game they got before the All-Star break. So my next Heat stream will be next Friday. Heat versus the Hawks. Hawks. Well, it's been 3 days since Super Bowl ended, but the Seahawks fans still celebrated. Yeah, they had I think the parade was today, if I'm not mistaken, man. Hey, shout out to them, man. Well deserved. Use Buff Streams. I got a couple of little streaming things that I may check out. But obviously I ain't gonna be able to, do a live stream watching it on a non-traditional platform. So I'm gonna find a way to watch it. I just ain't gonna be able to stream it though. Do a watch party though. But I'm gonna check it out one way or another. But not gonna be traditionally. And I'm gonna have the same problems for the Braves when the Braves play the Astros. I do have the Texas Rangers affiliate locally. So I think when the Braves and Rangers play, I still would be able to watch it on my regular television. But unless the Braves playing the Astros on like ESPN or TBS or something, I'm gonna have to. It's gonna be the same situation when the Braves and Astros play. Bro, you see that Wemby had 40 points versus the Lakers last night. He had 25 of those in the first half. Wemby when healthy, Wemby the best player in the NBA, man. Like when Wemby is healthy, he is the best player in the NBA today. It's a good thing that the Heat don't play in a week. We need a break from this team. Yeah, we do. And you know what's funny, Esmeralda? I'm gonna be honest. I actually had a chance to go to the game tonight, like because they playing in New Orleans. They're playing in New Orleans. New Orleans is 2.5 hours away, and I'm off tomorrow. And the tickets were very unpredictably, the tickets were cheap. But I said, you know what? Maybe I'll catch them next year when they come to New Orleans, man. Like I didn't want to deal with it. I'm gonna be honest, man. Love my team. It wasn't worth a 2.5 hour drive. Just being honest. What's up, real young citrus? Favorite game day meal? For me, it's pizza, man. For me, it's pizza. I know a lot of people go wings. For me, it's pizza. Though I am kind of dieting right now. I'm not gonna eat nothing dirty till Easter Sunday. So we're gonna see how I look Easter Sunday, man. I'm gonna try my best to drop as much weight as I possibly can till Easter Sunday. But under normal circumstances, it's pizza for me. 37 in the first half, actually. Yeah, Wemby the best player in the league when he healthy, yo. When Wemby is healthy, Wemby is the best player in the league. The Braves aren't going to have an RSN in Atlanta anymore. Damn. Yeah, it's crazy, man. But speaking of the Braves, man, I'm excited for the Braves to get started too. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not a big spring training guy. Like, I'm not one of those that, just like with the NBA, I'm not a big. I watch it. It depends on. Well, the last time I really watched summer league was when, ironically, when Tyler Hero was a rookie. Then that team almost won the summer league. I think we actually won it or came close like since then. But man, like, I'm not a summer league guy or an NBA preseason guy or a baseball spring training guy. But once that season opener come in, I mean, I'm gonna know what's going on. But once that season opener come, I'm locked in, man. I'm excited to see the Braves this year, yo. Mr. Dugas, I'm sorry to say, man, but I'm a Pelicans fan, man, and my Pelicans are going to whip your Heat tonight. Mr. Dugas, Zion going for 40 points tonight versus your Heat. Do not let the record fool you. I mean, I actually seen y'all are like a slight. I don't even know who playing tonight, man. I know Hero not playing. I don't know if Norman Powell playing or not. He didn't play last game. Who knows, man? Y'all got better young. Y'all future right now is brighter than ours. I'll tell you that. With Queen, and I think eventually the Pelicans gonna move on from Zion. I think eventually they gonna have to move on from Zion. But I do think that I can't even trash talk you, Jaden. I can't even trash talk you, man. Y'all got a brighter future, man. Y'all got a brighter future, man. Do you think the Braves have a shot against the Dodgers in the NL? A shot, yes, because obviously we wouldn't be favored. Like, we wouldn't be favored, but if now, unfortunately, Swellenbach is out basically 2 months already. But if we got healthy pitching, I think we got a shot. Now, the Dodgers clearly are better. They're better. And most people would favor them in a 7-game series. 5, we would have a better shot in the 5. We'll do better meeting them in the NLDS than the NLCS because it's only 5 games. And then if you win one of the 2 on the road, you could close them out at home. But we got champions on this team. We got a lineup. We got pitching, but it got to be healthy. If we're healthy, we got a shot. We got a shot. I'm excited to see how challenge balls and strikes goes. Yeah, that's gonna be interesting. That's gonna be interesting. They're gonna have a lot of that, man. Because some of these umps off the chain, man. What's up, Sir Nando? Who's your number 1s and number 2 seed for March Madness? Oh man, damn it. Let's see. I think the ones are Arizona, the Arizona, UConn, Duke. Michigan, Arizona, Duke, Arizona, Duke, Michigan, and UConn. Right now, I would have as 1s. 2s, I would say Houston. Illinois lost last night. I'd have had Illinois as a bench too, but they lost, man. Michigan State lost as well this last week or whatever. Man, the 2 is a little trickier, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. I know Houston for sure is a 2. Houston. I'm gonna have to think that one through, man. I mean, Purdue potentially as a 2. I'm gonna have to think of the other 2, man. What you think? And I'm gonna see if I agree with you. But the 4s to me are Duke, UConn, Michigan, and Arizona. And I know I got Houston and Purdue as a 2. Tell you what, it's a lot of parity this year. Like, I think the men's March Madness is this year, because I've loved the women. Like, for the last several years, I've been more of a fan of the women's March Madness than the men. And that will be the case this year as well. But I do think the men will be better this year than it's been in the last few years. Though it wasn't, the Final Four in the championship game was amazing last year. But I think overall we're going to have a better tournament this year because I think it's so much parity this year. Speaking of San Antonio, please pray for me because my Warriors about to get stumped. Yeah, y'all probably is, Flo. Y'all probably is tonight, Flo, man. I'm gonna probably check that one out too, man. Let's just say the Sweet 16 through the final gonna be a great. I agree. It's a lot of parity this year in men's college basketball. A whole lot of parity this year. So that's why I say I think this tournament, is going to be a lot better than the ones of previous years. I'm excited, man. I'm excited. Like I said, I've always been more, of a women's college basketball tournament fan than men. But I do think the men going to actually live up to it this year. There's more star power. The men's game been lacking star power. And this year you got star power this year. There's a lot of, obviously you got Peterson, but he got to stay healthy though, man. Like he cramps up a lot and he misses games. I need Peterson to start staying healthy. Like I hope by the time March Madness rolls around, like he could go out there and consistently perform. But the Bonza, however you say his name, the dude from BYU, I like Wagner. I like Wagler from Illinois, man. I like him a lot. You know what I'm saying? Fleming's the guy, the guard, the freshman guard from Houston, the freshman guard from Arkansas. They got some really nice players this year, man. They did some real nice ones, man. So I think this year, the March Madness men is going to be, more competitive than, it's been probably in a long time. Bruce Pearl called out Nate Oates for Alabama. I'm pissed about James Pierce getting arrested. Man. I'm gonna say this. Before I go on my mini rant about him, this is assuming that everything is true that's reported. We do gotta let the the legal system play out. But if everything I read is true, bro, I think y'all should release him, to be honest with you. I think that the Falcons should cut him. I know that's a big loss. I know he's a young, very good edge rusher. The Eagles were interested in him as well before the draft, but there was a lot of talk about his character. Like he had character issues at Tennessee. And if all that he did to Rakia Jackson, man, he should be cut, man. He should be cut. Probably won't do serious jail time, but he should be cut. He should be at least a year out of football if all these accusations are true. What's up, that guy Jaeger? Appreciate the super chat. Heaton Eagles fan. Where you from, bro? I'm from Louisiana, man, which makes it even funnier. I know. Like I said, hey, the Pelicans was not in New Orleans. Didn't have a basketball team when I was young, man. The Hornets didn't come around till like 2003. So when I was a little boy, there was an NBA team in Louisiana, and I was a McNabb guy. So I was in the Saints sucked when I was young, so I was an Eagles fan. Louisiana still never did and still don't have a Major League Baseball team, so I like watch the Braves. All the games on TBS, like the Braves. So, and obviously I'm an LSU fan in Louisiana. Do you think my Broncos can navigate their first place schedule next year and get back here next year? Yeah, they could. It's gonna be tough though. The AFC is loaded, man, because you gotta think that, say like if Kansas, I know Mahomes, though he's trying to play week 1, which I think is crazy. I think he should at least wait a few games. But if he comes back early and he's healthy, with a much easier schedule than that they're gonna have next year. They're gonna have a third place schedule next year. And like say they get Jeremiah Love, they need a running back desperately in Kansas City. Kareem Hunt and Isaiah Pacheco just not cutting it no more. So if they get Jeremiah Love, they're gonna be a problem. Cincinnati, if Burrow could stay healthy, you would think would be solid. We're gonna see how Baltimore looks with a new coach. We're gonna see how the Bills look with Joe Brady, which I don't know if they'll look much better. I mean, it's funny that you got rid of the head coach, like he was the only problem in Buffalo. The Chargers got a new play caller. I mean, I think the Patriots going to take a step back, but they still are a competitive team. They made the Super Bowl, so you got to account for something. It's going to be tough, man. I mean, they could. Bo obviously got to stay healthy. I do think y'all need another running back and receiver. I think Dobbins just has shown over his career he can't stay healthy for whatever reason. I think Harvey is a nice change of pace back, but I don't think he's like a bell cow back. I think he's good in a tandem, as opposed to being the main guy. I think y'all could get another bruising back. And I think y'all need another wide receiver, man. I think y'all need another receiver that put fear in people's heart. I don't think Cortland Sutton is a number one. The Patriots might go 8-9 next year. They very well might, man. They got a tough. There ain't no easy schedule next year. It's like I seen, they showed the graphic the other day. They showed just their road schedule, man. I think they gotta go to Buffalo. I think they go to Kansas City. I think they go to Detroit and Chicago, maybe. They go to Seattle next year, which is interesting. They got a tough road schedule, man. The Patriots got a tough road schedule. I think they take a little step back next year. That's what's up, bro. What are your expectations for the Eagles next season? Well, I mean, that it depends on the offseason. It depends on the offseason. This thing could go one or two ways. Like, for one, I'm assuming Howie is not that crazy, but you can't trade AJ Brown, man. Like, we cannot trade AJ Brown. I know there's a lot of smoke being blown out there about that. But if we trade AJ Brown, unless you get back like a Justin Jefferson or somebody like that, you trade away AJ Brown. The only way you trade AJ Brown is if you get another elite receiver or you get an elite cornerback in return. Like say y'all gave us Pat Surtain for AJ Brown, or say the Patriots gave us Gonzalez for AJ Brown. Yeah, I'd make that move. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, I'm not trading AJ Brown. So you got to keep AJ Brown. I got to see what we do with Jalen Phillips. I think Nakobe Dean is gone, to be honest. I don't think we re-sign Nakobe Dean. I don't know what's up with Reed Blankenship. I don't think he's going to cost a lot. Will he take a team-friendly deal to remain in Philly? And then there's the talk about the linemen. There's the talk Lane Johnson is considering retirement. There's talk Landon Dickerson is considering retirement. So I got to see what my roster looks like to give you an honest assessment. I want to say we could get back to the Super Bowl, but we got to keep AJ Brown. Lane Johnson and Dickerson got to return. We got to get because we're not bringing back Adoree Jackson. We got to get a nice corner in the first round, assuming nobody moves. Then you get a corner. And obviously, we'll see from that. But I need to see the moves that we make in the offseason, who we keep, who we let go, who we may bring in, you know what I'm saying, before I could give a fair assessment on next year. What has to happen for us to get back to the big game? Don't trade AJ Brown. Lane Johnson and Landon Dickerson don't retire. And if honestly, get a good corner in the first round. If those guys are still in place, first round pick got to be a corner. Got to be the best available corner for us at 23. Or unless Howie decides to move up a little bit to get a corner he really likes that's still on the board. Keep those three guys intact. Get a good corner in the first round. And obviously you fill out the rest of the roster with your draft. I think we should keep Jalen Phillips, even if it's on a franchise. If you don't give him a long-term deal, at least give him a franchise tag. Jordan Davis is another guy that's a free agent. So you keep those three guys. You keep Jalen Phillips for that edge rush presence. You draft the corner, which makes your secondary even better. Um, and then it's just if Mannion, and it depends on the OC. I think the defense will be fine. It's just, does this guy, I feel like he can't be worse than Patullo. He can't be worse than Patullo, can he? So I think we could get back. If you keep AJ, your two linemen return, you get a good corner in the first round, you keep Jalen Phillips. I think and obviously health plays a factor, and we stay relatively healthy. I think the schedule is not as daunting next year as it was this year. It's still not an easy schedule, but it's not as daunting. We do play the AFC South. I know Jacksonville is good. I know Houston is good, but we got Houston at home. You go to Tennessee, you know what I'm saying? You got Indy, who's going to be their quarterback, you know what I'm saying? Will they keep Daniel Jones or whoever? The NFC West is challenging, but you got the Seahawks and the Rams at home. Do got to go to San Francisco. Got Arizona. Dallas is Dallas. They may split with us next year. The Giants should be a little improved. And we're going to see what's up with Jaden Daniels. So, but I still think this team, if we do those things, I think we could definitely get back there next year. I've got us 12-5. Damn. All right. All right. How you feel about what I said about y'all adding another bruising running back and a wide receiver? Do you think the Braves will give Acuna superstar money or let him walk like Freddie? That's a great question, man, because I don't think it's a clear-cut answer. Like, I hate to say it. I think personally they should load the Brinks truck for him. There's no talent out there like that. But, I also thought we would, like, to your point, I thought we was going to do the same thing with Freddie. I thought it was obvious. We just won the World Series. I'm like, we definitely re-signed Freddie Freeman, and we didn't. So, Matt Olson is good. He's not Freddie Freeman, So I personally, I would, but I'm going to be honest, I really don't know. And then they could hold the two ACLs against him. You know what I'm saying? So honestly, I really don't know. If it was me, you got to keep Acuna, man. Mr. Dugas, I see the injury report today, and it's not looking good for your Heat versus my Pelicans. Norm Powell out, I figured. Tyler Hero out. Wiggins game time decision. I think Wiggins going to play. Like, I figured Norm might be out. Tyler Hero is like, he's just not playing. Brees Hall and Waddle. Yeah, if y'all get Brees Hall and Waddle, yeah, I could definitely see y'all 12-5 or better. Like, that would be that's the two perfect players for y'all. Like, you get a deep threat with Waddle, you get a bruising back with Brees Hall to go along with Harvey with that defense. With that offensive line. Yeah, y'all could definitely go 12-5 and great if y'all get those two players. That's why your cousin had such a crash on the true hurdle. Yeah, man, he did, bro. Like, I love my cousin, man. He apologized multiple times since then. But I'm gonna be honest with y'all, man. I don't think I'm gonna have him on the channel again, man. I don't think I'm gonna have him on the channel again. Still my cousin, still gonna talk to him, still, but like, yeah, I can't risk that again, man. That was, I apologize to everybody. That's not what this channel is for. This channel is not for, though it's sports is fun, man. Sports is fun. Look, I don't like losing. You know what I'm saying? I don't like losing. Y'all have seen me crash out before, or about my team, not on an individual. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, like I don't know if I'm gonna have him on the channel again, man, because that just was a little. I forgive him as far as we still cousins. Besides this channel, he's my cousin. You know what I'm saying? But like, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do the channel thing again with him, man. I honestly think Olsen and Riley were cheating in 2023. Why you say that? What makes you say that, man? That's crazy. What make you come to that conclusion, man? Yeah, bro. Man. I'm excited, man. I'm excited for the Braves, man. I'm excited about the Braves. Last year sucked. You know what I'm saying? Last year sucked bad, man. That was a bit of humble pride for all us Braves fans. not being in the playoffs. It was humbling enough the year before not winning the division and having to go through the wild card and getting destroyed by the Padres. And then we had to turn around. MLB screwed us last year, man. Y'all make us go to San Diego and the Dodgers. That ended our season, bro. Like, I get it. It's a 162 game season. But, bro, like, when y'all sent us to San Diego and to LA to start the year, our season was over. 0-70, it was done after that, man. That's crazy. Olsen had 54 home run and hasn't come close since. Riley hasn't had above 800 OPS since. I mean, yeah, but you could still see the power with those guys. Pitchers, there's really good pitching in MLB, man. There's really good pitching. A lot of people said that about Andrew Jones when he hit 50 homers that one year, man. Olsen has been a slugger. Olsen and Riley have been sluggers their whole career. Olsen didn't have a good year. He didn't have a good year, yo. That's why I'm interested to see how he does this year. Riley got to stay healthy, man. Riley got to stay healthy. When Riley's out there, man, when we're healthy, we got a really good lineup, yo. Like, shortstop is still a little bit of a question. A little question. It should be better than last year. Poor Nate, man, God bless his heart, he tried. But obviously, he's not an everyday shortstop. We drafted a bunch of those guys. We're going to see if any one of them could be good enough to be called up, at some point during the year. Shortstop is still a hole. But, I mean, you talking about catching, you got Baldwin, man. Olsen. You got Ozzie, Riley, Acuna, Harris. Harris got to do better too, man. Michael got to do better too. He had a bad year. And Profar, you get Profar for the whole year. He served a long suspension last year. You got him for the whole season. So I'm excited for this team, man. Like how the Cubs looking. Yeah, Cubs looking. Baseball gonna be fun, man. They got some good teams. I know everybody fascinated with the Dodgers, and I get it. Especially with them adding Tucker and Diaz. I get it. You know what I'm saying? There's going to be a salary cap, I think, coming in the next couple of years. But there's still some good teams. There's still some good teams in Major League Baseball, especially in the NL. Do you think Jalen Hurts deserves an extension? Yeah. I look, I know a lot of people don't love Jalen. I get it. Jalen is not, a dime piece. You know what I'm saying? He's not a dime piece. He's not, as far as how quarterbacks look. He has some limitations to his game. But if we talking right now today, yeah, he's still young. He's 27 years old, I want to say. He's still young. He still could obviously give you, he probably won't play in his 40s because he's a mobile quarterback. He's not a pure pocket guy. But Jalen could at least give us at least 6 to 8 years if he's right. Yeah. I mean, quarterbacks don't grow on trees, man. Like, they just don't grow on trees. And if we bottomed out and we got a top 10 pick, by all means, next year or whatever, then by all means, that may be a conversation. But I think he does deserve an extension, man. I know a lot of people don't like him like that, man. I like Jalen, man. I still wish we had Contreras, to be honest. Yeah, I understand, man. I understand, but I like Drake Baldwin. I like Drake Baldwin a lot, man. I think Drake Baldwin got a real bright future. We just got to figure out that shortstop spot, man. Like, once we do that, then I think we really gonna get rolling. I'm interested to see if they call up one of those guys later in the year. That's the one thing I definitely will pay attention to in spring training, is to see, the young shortstops get a chance to get out there. We were about Mr.Dugas versus Jamal in a no-holds barred street fight. Man, I'm not fighting my cousin, man. I ain't fighting him, man. I ain't gonna lie, I cut the live because I thought it was gonna get to that. That's why I cut the live short, man. If I knew he was gonna just argue and he was gonna go outside, calm his head, and come back and apologize, I'd have kept the live. I probably would have ended it anyway because all y'all would have just want to talk about that anyway. So I'd have ended that, man. But nah, man, I ain't about to fight with my cousin, man. My money would be on Dugas winning. I appreciate that, man. But like, it gotta be. I ain't fighting my cousin, man. What's up, Brian Turner? What's up, Core Baby? Said, bro, last year's receiving core was faster and more athletic. I believe this core will be taller and more refined as route runners, basically just more well-rounded receivers. I also believe his offensive line be shockingly better running the ball. Hey, I agree with you 100%. Like, I agree with you 100%. And don't get it twisted, man. Trey Wilson could fly. He just got to stay healthy, man. Like, if he stay healthy, he could fly, man. When I tell y'all I am over the hill excited about LSU football this coming season, like, I am extremely excited about LSU football this year, man. Like, this offensive line is going to be nice. The running backs, like you mentioned, the receivers, Jace Brown is a complete polished wide receiver. You know, we're not just throwing a bunch of fast guys out there. You know, though, you know, the biggest disappointment to me was I would have loved to see Chris Hilton in a Lane Kiffin offense. I would have loved to see Chris Hilton in a Lane Kiffin offense, man. Like, that just was the biggest disappointment, I think, in the Brian Kelly era. The two biggest disappointments with the Brian Kelly era was us not making the playoffs with Jaden Daniels, Malik Neighbors, and Brian Thomas, and was Chris Hilton not taking that step. I think he's a guy that could get picked much higher than people think because of his athletic traits. I mean, the guy runs a sub 4.3. He has a plus 40-inch vertical. Somebody could use Chris Hilton. Like, if he gets the right coaching and the right circumstances and he gets his confidence back, Chris Hilton could be an effective player in the NFL. But I'm excited as an LSU fan, you know, to see this team under Lane Kiffin under, you know, good tutelage, man, offensively. Do you think the Phillies should have gotten rid of Rob Thompson? Nah, I don't think so, man. I think that's an overreaction, man. You know, and like, obviously I know a lot of Philly fans because I'm an Eagles fan. So a lot of Eagles fans are Phillies fans, obviously, and we talk a little trash back and forth. But nah, man, he's a good manager, man. Like, they ran up against the Dodgers. You know what I'm saying? And they had a pitcher have a brain fart, or they probably would have played a winner-take-all game 5 at home against the Dodgers. You know, the pitcher had a brain fart, and then the season ended. You know, so nah, they won the division. You know what I'm saying? They've had a really good season the last 2 years. I get it that postseason success is disappointing, but I don't think they should have let him go at all. What's up, Malik, Chris, Healthy, Joel Embiid, or Shaq? Who you take? Oh, man, that's not even close, man. Give me Shaq. That's not even close, man. Like, nah, bro. Like, I know the key word to that sentence was healthy. I get it, but nah, man. Shaq was dominant. Like, Shaq, I get it. Embiid could shoot a 3. I get it, but nah, man, Shaq. That's not even close, to be honest with you. Shaq in a heartbeat. I believe his group has speed, but they won't be a bunch of 4.2, 4.3 type dudes like last year. They have speed, but it's more route running quickness, which you'll need in a run type offense. I agree. Last year, you know, and it's crazy, man, that we went with all those type of guys, and Nussmeier, you know, had the core injury apparently to where he couldn't even throw. And it's funny, I went to that Louisiana Tech game. I went to the LSU. Me and my dad went to the LSU Louisiana Tech game the week following the big Clemson win. And I remember, like, the second or third play or whatever it was in that game, Nussmeier had Berrien Brown wide. He burned the corner by like 5 to 7 yards. Nussmeier had an easy touchdown on him, and he severely underthrew him, and that ball got picked. And he underthrew receivers all year. So, yeah, man, it's especially crazy to have those type of weapons when your quarterback can't really get it to him back like that. But it will be better to run a normal, or like you said, quick route running, 3rd and 5, get to the sticks type of offense. Just keep them chains moving and take your shots when they're available. LSU let Texas A&M come to their stadium and take over. When the last time another team took over LSU? Well, Alabama did it the year before. Alabama did it the year before, man. The Jalen Milroe game when, he was out there running against air. Like, we've had some embarrassing losses before, man. But, that one just felt like we all knew, like, nah, Brian Kelly is done. We knew that. Like, Brian Kelly is done after that. You need great route running type dudes in a running type offense, reliable on third down, put more pressure in the middle of the field. Yes, sir. I agree 100%. I agree 100%, yo. Y'all know we're going to have the best play call in college football next year, too, man. Like, my Eagles and a lot of NFL teams wanted Charlie Weiss Jr. And he's like, nah, let me stay at LSU another year or whatever. And I'm not expecting us to have him long. We may only have him a year. But, man, it's just – I'm excited, man. I am so excited as an LSU fan, bro. Like, this is the most excited I've been since the start of 2019, yo. What's up, Haltman Football? As a Cowboy fan, which Eagles-Cowboy game was the best one you ever watched? Now, let me ask you this before I answer the question, because it's two type of bets. Is it the best that I enjoyed or the best actual game? You see, because I got an easy answer for the Eagles-Cowboy game that I enjoyed the most. Like, it's not even a question. But we talking about the one that I enjoyed the most or the best back and forth game. So just let me know that before I answer your question, because I got an easy answer. Hold on, yo. Call back. The Phillies' greatest recent accomplishment is beating the Braves. Yeah, that is true. Like, that is true, man. Well, they got to the World Series, man, but they did beat the Braves those 2 years. They got like that 2023 one, man, really pissed me off, bro, because it's like I was just so annoyed that Schnitt changed his whole entire lineup right before game one when we had one of the best offenses of all time, yo. Like that series just really pissed me off, man. We're calling it Inflation Gate. Oh yeah, we got something for Ed. We got a lot of A&M, Alabama. We got something for all the ashes this year. Dallas Cowboy 21-point comeback was crazy. I'm sure that's a lot of Cowboys' favorite one. Best actual game. Oh, okay. Opening night season was a thriller. It was okay. I don't know. It was a good game. I don't know. But you know what's funny? And I'm not trying to sound arrogant. I'm just being honest. But I also felt the same way against the 49ers to even it out. I never felt like the Eagles was in trouble to lose that Cowboys game. Though I know that Dallas had the ball down 4 late in the game, I never felt the Eagles was going to lose that game. Now, granted, I didn't feel we was going to lose the 49ers game until it was 4th and 11. I'm going to still be petty and say my favorite Eagles-Cowboy game before I answer the question. The 2008 44-6 game to go to the playoffs. That's my favorite Eagles-Cowboy game. But the best game back and forth, which one I liked a lot, man. And it sucks because we lost that game. The Cowboys actually won this one. Was 2018, the year after we won the Super Bowl, when we basically played for the division. We went to overtime. Carson Wentz versus Dak Prescott. That was the game when y'all robbed us, when y'all fumbled open and kickoff and we recovered it and they still gave y'all the damn ball. And that's when Rasul Douglas broke the pass up for Amari Cooper and he caught it out midair. But I remember that was a really good game, man. That was a really good though the Cowboys won that one. That was a really, really good back and forth game with a lot on the line, man. Unfortunately with the Eagles Cowboys, man, lately Cowboys came back, beat us last year. I guess that was a good game too. But to me, it's been a lot of blowouts. Another good one was, 2022, Christmas Eve, the Gardner Minshew game. Dallas won, but that was a really good game as well. It's been a lot of it's been a lot of one-sided games. Either the Eagles dominating or the Cowboys dominating, man. And some of the close games been games between two teams that really wasn't going nowhere. So that's some of the good ones, man. Like, I don't remember a lot of Eagles close Cowboy wins like that, to be honest. It's like usually when we win, it's been more like one-sided. But I'll go with those. I'm gonna keep thinking as I continue to talk, but I'm gonna go with those for right now. That 2023 is how I find your channel. Appreciate you and everybody, man. Keeping up with y'all boys since then, man. Sam Levitt has a lot of people sleeping and even hating on him. He's got the best play call, arguably the best OC and NCAA coaching him right now. I think hands down he got the best. Like, I think he got the best OC hands down in college football. And yeah, the biggest thing with Levitt is, once he get back out there in the fall, is staying healthy. It's just staying healthy. Like, if you stay healthy, he's like Bo Nix. He's very comparable to Bo Nix. That's what I think his NFL comp is going to be. After this season. Yeah, man, Levitt, I'm excited, man. I'm really excited about this team. I'm excited about Levitt. I'm excited about the offense as a whole. The defense with Baker, they could be more aggressive now, knowing that they got an offense that could score. Like, I'm really excited. 2014 Sunday night was also good. I don't know if I like. That's when that one wasn't that good, man. Wait, that's the one when y'all can't. That's the Dez Bryant 3-touchdown game. When we had Mark Sanchez out there. I remember y'all had a lead. Y'all was beating us like 21-0, and we came back, took the lead. But then Dez Bryant was killing what his damn name was? Bradley Fletcher. Man, we had some bad cornerbacks over the years, man. Shout out to Darius Slay. Darius Slay stabilized the cornerback position, and Quinyon Mitchell and Cooper DeJean running with it. But, man, for a lot of years, Eagles had really bad cornerback play, man. Eagles versus Washington outside of playoffs have been competitive. Yeah, well, last year it was really year before last, of course, not this season, but the season we won the Super Bowl, man, that was two good games. Like, that was the Eagles. That's Thursday night. We pulled away in the fourth quarter with them 2 Saquon touchdown runs. And obviously the one in Washington was a really, really good game that Jaden won at the end. So, yeah, I'll say so. If Levitt stays healthy, I think we're a lock for the playoffs. I agree. I agree. I definitely agree. Those James Bradbury TikToks were hilarious. Man, it's crazy. Like, that number 24 is cursed. Like, when an Eagles corner wear number McCuba, he may even be somewhat cursed too, because he got hurt. He's not a corner, he's a safety, but he got hurt, man. But like Bradley Fletcher, Nnamdi Asomugha, you know what I'm saying? Like James Bradbury, man, we've had some bad corners. Like, we've had some bad corners, man. Man, we had bad corners before Slay came to town, man. What's up, Broussard family? Cole, I know I'm late, but you and my brother, I was dying laughing at the end that ball so loose. Where you was? Devin, where you was, man? Where you was, man? Where you was, man? Damn, man, Jamal burned me up with that, man. I love my cousin, man. But Devin, man, I don't know if I could do sports with him no more, Devin. I don't know if I could do sports with Jay no more, man. You should have been there and grabbed him, man. Jay was tripping, man. I love him. Love my cousin. Love my cousin with all my heart, man. And we still cousins. We still gonna hang out. We still gonna talk shit. I'm still gonna be the family functions if they want me there. You know what I'm saying? I love them. I can't do sports no more, man. Cause I can't do sports with them no more, D. I can't do sports with them no more, man. Wait, I thought Nnamdi was good. Not with the Eagles. He was horrible. He was good with the Raiders. With the Eagles, he was awful. Like Nnamdi was awful. And it's funny, I go back and I remember it was earlier this year, man. On a podcast, Shady was talking about the first practice, they could have seen that he was overrated. Like the first practice, he's like, wait, this is our big free agent acquisition? Like, yeah, Nnamdi was awful with us, man. New York Giants is an interesting team in the NFC East. Anytime you get a new head coach, plus Harbaugh, love him or hate him, he's a solid head coach. New York Giants got talent to work with. I agree, they're gonna be improved, man. The Giants gonna be improved. They're gonna be improved. They could do some things next year, man. If Matt Nagy could get out, I know my boy Floby hates Matt Nagy. But if Matt Nagy could get a little bit out of dark, with Scatterboo come back healthy, Malik back healthy, I still think they probably need another receiver and tight end, and they need some people on defense though. They D-line is solid, but they need a back seven. They need corners, safeties, and linebackers. If they hit on this draft, they could be a problem next year. But I think they still need another draft though to fill out that team. What's up, Troy Thibodeau? What's good, bro? Man, we just got Kevin Patullo. What are we doing? Oh no, not as your OC, Troy. Not as your OC. Don't tell me that's your OC, Troy. Like, is he like on the off? Is he just part of the staff, or is he your OC? Favorite way to eat gumbo, man. Give me chicken and sausage all day, man. I know some people like to eat it as a rice and gravy. But nah, I like give me the juice to cover up the rice, man. Chicken and sausage, I cannot lose as chicken and sausage gumbo. Oh no, not OC. He is the pass gate. Oh, whew, Troy. Well, the man deserve a job. You know what I'm saying? He deserve a job somewhere. I don't think Kevin Patullo should be going to work at Target. You know what I'm saying? Like, he deserve a job somewhere. So, yeah. If you told me he was your OC, man, I was gonna say, man, bless your heart, man. But now he just one of these these passing game coordinators or something like that. That's not too bad. Just keep him away from that play call sheet, man. Keep Patullo away from that play call sheet, and I think he'll be all right. Sam Darnold, elite now. I won't go elite, man. He's good. I won't go elite, man. I won't go elite. I think he's good, but I don't think he's elite, And look, Darnold had an amazing NFC Championship game. Darnold was spectacular. They don't win that NFC Championship game without Sam Darnold's greatness. But against the 49ers and the Patriots, he was a game manager, which nothing wrong with that because Jalen Hurts plays game manager football a lot. But I won't say elite though, but I think he's good. I think Seattle in good hands. Darnold is a system QB who just didn't turn the ball over. Yeah, he took care of the ball, man. And you could tell, man, the way the Patriots was playing, the Patriots was expecting. You could tell the Patriots was expecting him to turn over the football. Notice how that first drive alone, how they jumped so many routes. Like they jumped a lot of routes that first drive, man. The Patriots was trying to get a couple of turnovers and turn into short fields to beat the Seahawks. And Darnold never did it, man. Look, he took what was there and he punted and they kicked their field goals and they punt the ball. Like that's all he had to do in this game. I had one of my Eagles buddies tell me, which he made a good point. He was like, imagine if the Eagles won the Super Bowl like that last year, the way the Seahawks won it this year. Imagine if the Eagles beat the Chiefs because Saquon had like 140, 150 yards, and Jalen was around 50% completion with one touchdown and no picks. Jalen would have got criticized a lot. And he's right. He's absolutely. I didn't even think about it that way. Shout out to him for bringing that to my attention. And he's 100% right. Like if Jalen had played like that in the Super Bowl, even with the great NFC Championship game he had, just like Sam Darnold had, Jalen was spectacular against Washington. Darnold was spectacular against the Rams. If Jalen had Sam Darnold's stat line and Saquon Barkley was Super Bowl MVP with that stat line, people would have still been saying Jalen sucks. You know what I'm saying? So, that is true. So we do got to be honest about that. He deserves to put the fries in the bag. Man, you wrong, young citrus, man. You wrong, man. Nah, man, let Kevin Patullo make a living, man. Let Patullo make himself a living, man. Y'all rough, man. CJ Stroud needs to take notes. Yeah, man. CJ disappointed me, man. I thought Houston had a real shot to get to the Super Bowl last year, and Darnold just threw up all over himself. That, my goodness, I don't think I ever seen a quarterback that at one point was labeled really good, which he was his rookie year, that had that type of performance in a playoff game. Y'all refresh my memory if I'm wrong. I've seen quarterbacks have horrendous regular season games. Jalen had a horrendous game against the Chargers, but I don't think I've seen a quarterback that was labeled as a good, not a backup, I'm not talking about a Jarrett Stidham. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about a guy that at one point was considered a top 10 to 15 quarterback that had that horrible of a game plan quarterback in the playoffs, man. Y'all got to refresh my memory. Mike McDonald, he going to be a Hall of Fame coach. He destroying Sean McVay and Kyle Shanahan in his sleep. Man, he got it going on, man. Like, if he could keep that deep, now he got to figure out his OC. I don't know who the OC gonna be because Kubiak took the Raiders job. Trust me, as an Eagles fan who lost my OC and had to get another one, it's not. You can't just assume any play caller unless the head coach is offensive minded. Like if it's Andy Reid, Sean McVay, Kyle Shanahan, Ben Johnson, those type of guys, whoever walk in and out their building, their offense gonna be fine. Lane Kiffin in college, you know what I'm saying? Whoever walk in and out that facility, the offense still gonna be fine. But McDonald's a defensive guy. His defense, I think, for the most part, is gonna be fine. But he got to get the right OC over there, man. Any decent QB would have won with that Seattle roster. I agree. That was a roster. Like that was a hell of a roster. Darnold just he showed up against the Rams. Not gonna lie, he carried the team against the Rams. Like he had to go throw for Stafford, and he did. But in the 49ers game, he ain't had to do much. Like in the Super Bowl, he ain't had to do much. Similar to Jalen last year, but Jalen balled out against the Commanders and he balled out against the Chiefs. Shelley on the shelf already. Not a good start for Briggs. He might not pitch this year. I agree. That's tough, man. I seen that. I'm like, man, don't tell me these damn injuries already, yo. We still got deep pitching. We still deep. But that's the concern. Is the health of of everybody, not just the pitchers, but of the lineup. Like, I'm curious to see. Like I said earlier, I'm curious to see if in spring training, one of these young shortstops could eventually get called up and take over the shortstop role. I know we got some good fill in the gap guys, that could be a year or two at shortstop, but we don't have a long-term answer at shortstop yet. I'm curious to see if one of those guys emerge. But besides that, we loaded everywhere else. Everybody else, if healthy, can hit or supposed to hit. The pitching, I know Mrs. Shelley gonna be. It's going to suck. But, I mean, if you talk just a 1-2 punch of Chris Sale and Spencer Strider, just that 1-2 punch, you know what I'm saying, healthy. With that lineup, man, the Braves could really do some things this year. Justin Herbert can't win a playoff also. Nah, but, yeah, he got to be better. Like, because I don't want to get into always making excuses for Justin Herbert because he sucked. But, they do, his O-line was banged up. And we're going to see how he do with McDaniel and calling plays for him. Yeah, actually have a new OC every year. Yeah, it's like, every year the Eagles got one. Mike McDonald had a farm E-I-E-I-O, man. Yeah, man, you funny, man. Sale and Strider not far from IL. Yeah. Braves trying to make a trade for Nats shortstop CJ Abrams. Woo! Troy, don't get me excited like that, Troy. Troy, don't get me that excited, Troy. Don't get me that excited, Troy. Now we get CJ Abrams, y'all tell the Dodgers, come on. If we get CJ Abrams at shortstop and this lineup and pitching staff is healthy, tell the Dodgers, let's get it. Let's go to the field and let's get it. We get CJ Abrams, Troy. Woo! You gonna see me y'all might see me do a backflip. Like we get CJ Abrams, y'all might see me do a backflip, man. I feel like the Patriots are going to be one-hit wonders. They got a tough schedule, man. They got a tough. Go look at the Patriots' opponents and look at who they got to play on the road next year. That is tough. And I agree. I do like May. I like Vrabel. I like McDaniels. But yeah, I wouldn't be shocked they miss the playoffs next year. So yeah, that's gonna be tough for them to repeat what they did this year. What you think about Texas Longhorns this year? I think they loaded. I think Texas is loaded. They should be a playoff team. Like Texas, if healthy, don't have no excuse to not be a playoff team this year. And I'm looking forward, man. That LSU Texas game in Death Valley, November 14th, is going to be an amazing atmosphere. It's going to be an amazing game. Texas legit though. I do think that Texas should be should be one of the top 4 teams, if not the best, in the SEC this year. Like Texas is really good. CJ Abrams is a terrible defender. Man, give me Josh Mathis, give me his back. I don't give a man. Look, I don't give a damn. Give me his back. You know what I'm saying? All you got to do is make the routine plays. Give me his damn. Nate Allen, whatever the damn his name was last year at shortstop, he was a damn good defender too, but he couldn't hit worth the damn. Our boy RC or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Who was there before him? Damn near Hall of Fame defender. Couldn't hit worth the damn. Like, give me his back. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, I'll take your little however errors you have in the season. I need that back. Give me that back. We're not getting him to play great. Exactly. Exactly. Troy Whitman, man. Give me that back. I can give a damn about his defense. We need that back. My Rangers just got Jordan Montgomery back, a key pitcher that helped us win the World Series. Yeah, I've seen that. That's a good addition. How you feel about your Rangers going into this year, Esmeralda? Ole Miss new head coach look like they buy in. They might be in good hands with a new head coach. They got to maximize off of this year. All indications telling me that they think that Chambliss is going to end up being Ole Miss quarterback next year. I know right now it looks like he's not. And granted, something got to happen quick because look, if he's not going back to college, he got to go get ready for the combine, which is in a couple of weeks or whatever it is. But a lot of people feel like Chambliss is going to still be the quarterback there because he's going to win some type of legal stuff or whatever the hell going on. But I do think that they could be good this year because a lot of Lane stuff is still there. You know what I'm saying? But they got to maximize off of this year. If they don't make the playoff this year, I think Ole Miss is going to start going down. I think Kim will be better when he comes back. I like him, but I don't love him. You know what I'm saying? I like him, but I don't love him. Like, he better than what we had last year. But CJ Abrams, Josh, man, like that, we got a great lineup. Like, we got a lineup right under the Dodgers if we get him, though. Pitching going to be great again, but curious to see how the offense is. Yeah, y'all did lose a couple of bats in that lineup. Satir, by the way. Last season we couldn't hit crap, worst offense in the league. Yeah, y'all struggled, man. And we struggled as far as what was the expectations, of our lineup. That's why we got to hit the ball. I mean, we could blame a lot on injuries with the lineup and with the pitching, but also we didn't hit. We didn't consistently hit. I don't know what it was about just watching terrible offense with my teams, watching the Braves hit, watching the Eagles offense, LSU offense. Like, thank God for LSU baseball. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, it was tough, man. CJ is an Atlanta kid as well, so it might work out. See, I didn't even know he was from Atlanta. I didn't even know that. So that's even better. if we get him, oh man, look out. It's so frustrating losing games 1-0 and 2-0. Tell me about it. Exactly. Those are like the worst, man. I could take a pitcher getting lit up once in a blue moon. Once in a blue moon, not every start. But these 1-0, 5, these 1-0, 2-0, 2-1 losses are infuriating, especially with the bats. I know it is for the Rangers too, but for my Braves, the bats we had in the lineup, it was terrible. But all right, y'all, man, I gotta run, y'all. I gotta run. Appreciate y'all tuning into this live Q&A. My next live will be tomorrow. It's gonna be an hour earlier than today because I do got somewhere to be in the evening. So tomorrow from 4 p.m. Central to 5 p.m. Central. Obviously, we could talk about anything, but the main headline for tomorrow's live is we're gonna start previewing the LSU versus South Carolina women's basketball game, the big showdown on Valentine's night, Saturday. That's going to be like what the live is centered around, but obviously we could talk about anything. So come back tomorrow, 4 p.m. Central, for another live Q&A. Until then, see y'all then. Let's go Heat.